Today we're going to discuss the differences and advantages of having tall versus universal quad rings. When we're working on the mesial of the molar here and between the bicuspids, and what becomes a major player in this is the incisal edge height of the canine tip in this section. And I'm going to demonstrate that by showing when we try to stack two universal blue rings in this area, you can see that the first ring here that's in between the bis is seated relatively properly, actually perfectly. And then when we go back here, this ring is sitting up quite a bit. And also when you look at it from the occlusal view, the driver tip is not completely engaged with the lingual embrasure there. And what's causing that? Well, the second ring here, the main body of the ring is interfering with the high tip of that incisal edge of the canine. And so that can be a major player, and it can actually inhibit proper ring seating and really give you an improper matrix contour, interfere with gingival margin sealing, contact formation, all of that. And it's kind of an invisible thing that we don't really recognize. But when you go to this scenario here, so we have the same teeth just on the other side of the mouth. And instead of placing a universal here in this back area, we've placed a tall quad ring, which you can see allows for proper orientation of that ring. And why is that? Well, the tall ring sits up just a little bit higher and it gets this main body of the ring just a little bit taller in the arch, which allows that to clear the canine. And then in this situation, you have the ring properly engaged all the way down to the gingival margin. And then when you look at it from the occlusal view, you have proper seating and orientation of the ring, which will result in more consistent contacts, contours, less cleanup, and faster and more predictable restorations.